A big win for the South Dakota men on Saturday afternoon as they get past previously undefeated Omaha by a score of 91-81, even the Summit League record at 2-2. Here to talk about that, head coach Todd Lee. And Todd, you went into this game, defense had been struggling. I know you were frustrated by that. First half comes, Omaha shoots 68% from the field. Did you get that feeling like, oh no, here we go again at all?
Yeah, and they shoot 68% from the field. I think they missed one shot inside the three. They were 14 of 15. And I told our staff, when we run 5-on-0 offense, we don't shoot 68% from the field. I mean, they made everything. And it's like we weren't even out there. And still, that's hard to make that many jump shots. They did make a few zone one or layups, but for the most part, they're making 15, 17 footers over people. They have that ability. They are a good offensive team. Their guards are very good. And but yeah, when teams shoot 68%. Now the good news is we're down 2 at the half, and you're thinking they shoot 68 and we're down 2. So you felt okay from that standpoint because they had turned the ball over a little bit, and we capitalized on some of those turnovers. And we were okay in the first half offensively, but didn't feel horrible at half because I didn't feel like we'd give up 68% for the game, and we did a much better job in the second half.
Yeah, you did. You stayed in the game by getting to the foul line. You hit 10 free throws in the first half. That was the reason it was 45-43 at the break. Now, that defense did tighten up in the second half, as you kind of alluded to there. And Omaha just didn't hit some of the shots that you mentioned that they did in the first half.
Yeah, we held them to 39% in the second half, so a much better job defensively. And we shot 57% in the second half, so that was great to see. So we didn't make too many adjustments at half. Couple things we needed to do differently, but other than that, it was more about the effort. And as you said, Jay, they were missing some of the shots they made in the first half. And some of those shots they made in the first half were contested, tough shots. And some of them weren't. We didn't do a very good job defensively, so we needed to improve in that.
Another great thing to see was the play of Stanley Umude in that second half. You've got one of the guys in the league. He's the preseason player of the year, so it's not a big surprise. He can take over a game at any point, and he did that with about 7 minutes left. He scored 14 straight points for you. 20 of his 27 came in the second half. What did you see out of Stan, and how quickly did you know he's about to do something pretty special here?
Well, he hasn't been shooting the three very well recently. He knocked down a couple threes, and that kind of opened everything up. And then he took the ball to the basket, and he's aggressive. And we talk to Stan all the time. When we play, it really doesn't matter who we're playing. He's the best athlete on the floor, or as good an athlete as anybody. It doesn't matter if you're playing Arkansas, Washington, whoever. So he needs to be aggressive. Teams are putting a 3 or a smaller 4 on him, and they're getting up. They're denying him the ball. They're very physical with him. So what he needs to do is he needs to attack the basket, post up harder, seal, get to the line, because teams are putting smaller players on him at times. So when I see him do those things, I can tell that the light's gone on a little bit. And when he's aggressive, he's a very good player. Now, when he combines that with knocking down threes, then he gets really hard to guard because now you got to go out on the floor and defend him, and he can attack the rim. But we work with Stan all the time about posting up. We want him to get to the foul line. He did the other night. And we had talked about it, Jay, previous on the road trip at Western Illinois and Fort Wayne. He got to the line 20 times. So he has that ability.
Stan gives you 27, Hagedorn gives you 19, and you get what, as we said, a huge win for you because it evens up your league record now at 2-2 after that 0-2 start, and so you kind of get that fresh slate that comes along with it. My question to you is, do you think at some point you might look back on Saturday as potentially a turning point for your season?
Well, I'm not sure. Every game's big. I feel like we're getting healthier. What do we need to get? We need to get Tristan back playing like Tristan. We started out the year 6-1, and we need to get back to that team where Hunter Goodrick was healthy, Tristan was healthy and playing at a high level. Before Tristan got hurt, he was shooting 52% and 47 from the three, and so we missed that. And I think this game Saturday against Omaha was a great win for us because we aren't 100% still, but Stan and Hags took over the game. I thought Cody and TP played really well, and Tristan got a little bit closer to being 100%. We had 5 guys in double figures. So we'll look back, and I think, we needed to win, obviously. We've got tough games coming up. It's a home win, and we want to defend our home court always.
Quickly, one last note on this game. Another cool thing that came out of it, both Tristan and Tyler Peterson eclipsed the 1,000-point plateau for his career. These guys are as experienced as they come in the Summit League. They've both been very good program guys, so I'm sure that felt good to you to see them hit that on the same day.
Yeah, that was special. You don't see that very often where 2 guys get it on the same day. So when I got to the locker room, the guys had already given them a Gatorade water shower, and they were soaked. And yeah, it's great. They're both great young men, and as you said, they're great for the program and great for the university. So it was big time.
All right, let's move on. Looking forward to this week. It is rivalry week. North Dakota State on Wednesday, South Dakota State on Sunday. Not an easy test to go to Fargo, as you well know. Defending Summit League tournament champions. They're 6-1 on their home floor. How do you go up and keep this momentum rolling?
Well, they are playing really well, and Shahid and Ward are playing at a high level. So both seniors, and as you said, they're the defending league champs, and they're playing really well right now. They're well coached. They're not going to beat themselves. So you're going to have to go up there and win the game. We're going to figure out some things we can try defensively against them. They don't turn the ball over much. They're a good rebounding team. As I said, they don't beat themselves. So, but Ward's playing really well, and so is Shahid. So we've got our hands full going up there. But it's an opportunity too. It's an opportunity to go up there and play a really good team, and we got to look at it as a big challenge, but an opportunity.
Meanwhile, coming back here on Sunday against South Dakota State, everybody, or most people, thought the Jackrabbits might take a step back. You lose a 3,000-plus point scorer in Mike Dahm, and that would be reasonable to expect. But here we are, 5 games in. They're atop the Summit League standings at 4-1. Eric Henderson's done a great job taking over for TJ Otzelberg.
He's done a great job. And I don't think, you say take a step back. I mean, when you lose Dahm and Jenkins, and those were perennial 27-win teams. Right. So, but they're as good as anybody in our league, and they're playing as well as anybody in our league right now. And Coach Henderson has them playing really, really hard. Wilson and Detlinger are 2 very tough, physical, hard-playing post players, and they bring a lot of energy. And then their guards are playing well. So Friedell's playing really well as a freshman for them. So they're as good as anybody in the league right now. So that'll be a challenge. And I think Wilson and Detlinger are going to bring a big challenge to Stan and Hague. So that's going to be an interesting matchup.
Looking forward to that one. Looking forward to Wednesday night up in Fargo. Both of those games you can see live on Midco Sports Network. But good luck to you this week over the next couple of games, Todd, and we'll sit down again next Monday.
Thanks, Jay.